Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. I hope everybody is having a great day. I know I am. Got a package to be opening up today. I've had a lot of people ask me, man, you opening up a lot of packages right now. It is only because it only makes sense to me. It only makes sense that I'm going to buy this dip. I'm going to buy this dip hard because I believe, again, once we see this big stack, essentially the silver price jump, people are going to be missing that opportunity. And I know some people think that the price is going to go a whole lot lower. I've been reading the comments. Hey, if you think the price is low now, wait till next week. You're going to be even happier. No, I probably won't be because I will already have gotten what I'm going to get because it makes sense. I'm going to buy the dip. When everybody else is nervous, waiting for the price to keep going lower and lower, I believe they're going to be missing the opportunity that's there. And that's something I don't want to do. I want to be prepared for the price dip, and that's it. So we're going to be opening up this package today. I'm going to show you guys what I got. While I'm opening it, we're going to talk a little bit about gold. We're going to talk a little bit about silver and where I think the price is going to go and why I think gold and silver is a phenomenal investment opportunity, especially at a lower price, because we're seeing a great pullback right now. A lot of people think that, oh, it's because the economy is bad. And to a point, yes, paper contracts will sell off when the economy is bad, and the economy's probably not really that great. However, this is not sustainable because during major downturns in economies, people want to invest in something sound and solid and proven to be safe haven assets, and that's where gold and silver actually come in. So let's bust this open and see what we got today. So I'm trying to think if the scissors are going to be the best thing to open this up. It is. Some packages are just super duper difficult to open. Kind of like this one that I got sitting off to the side for most likely tomorrow's video, if I can even pick it up. Is this one. And this is no light package. This is, obviously you can see the weight of it. And we'll be opening that up tomorrow. However, today, because I technically got this one in first, and the person that I got it from was like, bro, can you please put in a review? I said, yeah, just give me a day. And so we're going to be busting this open, and that way I can put him in a review. So let's see what we got here. Boom. So not as big as what the box, but I also needed the box too because I wanted to put all this little silver into the box beforehand. So let me pull out the packing address and info. I don't want my PayPal info showing on here. Kind of a small package, not really that big, believe it or not. But as always, I'm happy whenever I get the opportunity to stack a little bit more. These were random. They were our choice, so I don't even really know 100% what he sent me. So let's bust this open and see. So it's supposed to be 2 small 1/10 ounce gold coins. Our choice, for those of you that don't know, means whatever they got on hand, whatever they got extras of is what they're going to send. Now, some people like that because it's kind of a surprise. Some people don't like that because they could be beat up. They could be anything. However, I'm not after the coin. I'm after the gold. That's what I'm after. And right off the bat, a couple of gold coins. I already think I'm going to like what they are. I think they're going to be, it looks like the Philharmonics. Let's take a look here. See if we can get a zoom in look here. We'll do it this way so you guys kind of really see good. So as you can see, they are both Philharmonics. Then that's an awesome coin. It's a good coin. People recognize them. They're the same coin. I kind of refocus here a couple times probably. And then we're going to get into getting into the video on talking. I'm just taking a quick peek at the coin. Yep. And yep. Couple things I look at whenever I get stuff in. I look for detail to make sure that the detail seems accurate, but I also still test everything. I'm going to be testing these in a little bit with a Sigma just to make sure there's no issues before I put them in capsules and mix them up in my personal collection. I know some people will say, why would you buy gold right now? Gold's, I've said this time and time again. I like gold for a lot of different reasons. One of the big reasons I like gold is because it's a lot of value in such a small package. And I think there's a lot of opportunity in that. However, I've also said if you don't have a good amount of silver, I probably wouldn't be looking at gold. Why? Because, silver, it has more of a value in my opinion. It's been manipulated and beat down to, yes, help this green energy movement. It helps with the price of the solar panels. It keeps the price of a lot of goods down, essentially. Mostly solar panels right now. But here's the thing. You can only manipulate the price so long of any asset. Eventually, true price, true economics will reveal the price. And for those people that, in my opinion, are not taking advantage of this opportunity, they're missing out. They really are. I know people, there's always been naysayers on the channel. I've had naysayers all the way back when silver was $15. Oh, you're crazy. Silver ain't going nowhere. Silver's going to be back down under $10 in no time at all. And, they were saying that then. And then when it broke 20, they said, it's going to be back above 20 in no time at all. When it got up to 25, the same thing was said. It's going to be under 20 in no time at all. We got up to $32 and everybody's saying it's going to be back under 30 in no time at all. We did go back under 30. We're sitting right now at a buying opportunity like I can't believe. $28 is the spot price right this minute at the time of filming. Could we see $27.50 again? Yeah, we saw $27.50 yesterday. Could it dip down to $27.50 again? Yeah, but here's the thing. Once it takes off again and it has another big boom, that's it. It's going to break 30 and it's going to break it high enough to where we're probably not going to see sub 30 again anytime soon. Kind of like we're probably not going to see sub 20 anytime again soon. Even though I still get comments today saying, oh, you're going to see $20 silver in no time at all. Just give it a couple weeks, give it a month, whatever. Anybody can say a number down the road. Yeah, eventually maybe silver will go back to $20. But you know what? The dollar will not be what the dollar is today. The dollar will probably have been devalued. I mean, the truth of the matter is, if you were to devalue the dollar, take away a zero, and all of a sudden a dollar's a dime, and a $10 bill is a dollar, and a $100 bill is a $10 bill, then yeah, maybe you'll see silver come down some. But the truth of the matter is, that's not likely that if the dollar stays where it's at, that silver is going to plunge lower and lower. And that's because, one, you've got green energy. Two, you've got more and more people looking at it. You've got more and more uses for it. A lot of military technology is starting to use silver. And once people realize that, that's it. And then the biggest factor is what keeps the price down today is the fact that there's so many paper contracts out there. And once these paper contracts basically fold and go bust, that's it. And I always wonder when I see a big dip like we're seeing right now, $22.50 down to $27.50, that huge drop. How do you explain that? A $5 drop. The only thing that explains that, in my personal opinion, is paper contract shorting. The problem is they have got to cover. And eventually, what I think will probably happen is we will see a devastating stock market hit like we have never seen in our lifetime. And when that happens, you're going to see a lot of people need to cover their short positions on their stocks, their short positions on their Bitcoin or their cryptos, and they're going to be looking for opportunities to just recoup some money somewhere. And that's where a lot of paper gold, paper silver will get sold off. And that will drive the price down. It could drive the price a lot down. We've seen during the whole cough, silver went down to $11. But the truth of the matter is nobody was selling physical silver for $11. all the big companies stopped selling. Yeah, there might have been a few individuals. I seen one guy go to a friend of mine with a 100-ounce bar of silver. He asked the guy, hey, I need some money. I'm looking to sell this. I see spots down to $11. Will you give me $1,100 for it? The guy told him, I don't know how low silver can go. I'll give you $1,000 for it. And yeah, I mean, that guy was kind of foolish in my opinion to sell it for $1,000. However, with that being said, people do foolish things when they are in between a rock and a hard place if they didn't prepare. That's why a lot of people on the channel, a lot of the comments I'll read will say you ought to keep some dry cash, or you shouldn't buy more than you can afford. And I'll be honest, that's something I'm guilty of, especially right now. I can't afford some of the silver that I'm buying. Even when I buy from a big bullion company, you know what they usually tell me? They usually read this little, I don't know, saying, I guess you can say, this write-up that says that we haven't promised you anything. You understand the price of silver can go up or down, and it could plunge in price, and past performance is not predictive of future performance. There's no guarantees. And, they tell you this, and you shouldn't borrow money to buy silver, and all this. The truth of the matter, in my opinion, I am in over my head. I do buy extra. I will use a credit card, and I have the intent that I will pay it back when the credit bill comes due. Because what I'm really doing is buying next month's silver today. I'm buying it at today's prices. And yeah, I understand. If the price of silver is to drop another $2, $3, $4, $5, well then yeah, I don't have the money to buy at that low. Why? Because I took the chance that I'm going to buy extra right now, and just when the bill comes in, I'll pay it when the bill comes in. However, with that being said, if the price jumps and we're back in the 30 range in no time at all, well, that's great. I picked mine up at the $28, $29 level, or whatever the price is. And granted, premiums, the thing people don't realize too is these premiums. And yeah, they're a pain in the butt. When we seen silver first drop the other night, I was online all night long. Why? Because the price plunged. The price went from, almost $30 all the way down to $28. And nobody was selling it. No one was selling it at these lower prices. What happened? You see the premiums instantly jump. What was originally $30 and a $3 premium, all of a sudden became $28 and a $3 premium, or $28 and a $4 premium. Now, it's been a day or two, we're seeing the premiums come down a little bit, and there's a little more opportunity. However, a lot of people are buying right now, and if the price does keep falling, a lot of people may not have the money to keep buying because they didn't have the dry powder. And I'm not going to tell people the best strategy, because my strategy may not be your strategy. I hear people tell me you should be diversified in Bitcoin and gold and silver and real estate and stocks and bonds. But you know what? Some people have said, if you put all your eggs in one basket, you're going to guard that basket. You're going to do everything in your power to make sure that that basket is protected. And the truth of the matter is, when it comes to precious metals, it's a safe haven asset. You're not going to become rich. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. However, it's a safe haven asset. And the number one thing too that I talk about and I tell people when I'm sitting down with them and I'm actually meeting with someone and talking with them, I say, let me ask you this. What do you think happened when silver went up in 2011? So you had the housing crisis in 2008, you had bank crisis, fault leading after that, and then all of a sudden you had silver and gold just start climbing. Oh yeah, but that was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay. And when it happened in 1980, then what? Well, that was a once in a lifetime opportunity. People always blame the Hunt brothers, and I'm like, okay, then why did gold go up? There's not really a solid answer for that. Everybody, realizes the Hunt brothers drove up silver. Yeah, but why did gold go up? The truth of the matter is we were in inflationary times then, and the Hunt brothers took a lot of the blame for it. And yeah, they had a lot of silver. That was the story back then, that everything was the Hunt brothers' fault. They needed a fall guy. And you know what? In 2008, They needed a fall guy too. It was the bankers. It was the bankers that destroyed the system and this and that. And you know what? When the next one comes, there's going to be another fall guy. Who knows? The fall guy could be 46 or it could be 47. And you guys should know. I think most of you know. I don't like to say their names that much, only because it gets too political. But, you know, who knows how that's going to play out. It's going to be interesting what we see happen in the near future. And here's the thing. If it does skyrocket, I want to be prepared. I don't expect that I will have all my silver and all my gold all the way to the very top. When gold goes up to $10,000 and silver goes all the way up to $500 or whatever, I probably won't have my whole stack. Why? Because as it goes up, I will be looking for ways or opportunities to trade some of my stack in for things that are going to better my quality of life. Whether that's a nice homestead, a newer vehicle than the beat up one that I got. Right now, I am focusing my attention on precious metals until I achieve the goal that I'm working on. And eventually when I hit that, who knows? I had someone say, if you haven't done an inventory in a while and you got your coins in 3 or 4 different spots, you could already have your inventory. And they're probably right, but am I going to be in trouble if I have extra, if I went over? I don't think so. I mean, it's just going to be easier for me to get rid of some when the price jumps. And there's a lot of things I would love. I've talked to people. I talked to someone a while back that got a 0-turn riding mower for some silver when the silver spiked. I talked to someone that traded some silver in for a newer vehicle because his broke down. And I've seen people trade out silver jewelry or gold jewelry when their hot water heater went out. There's a lot of opportunity in precious metals. It is a safe haven asset, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice, nor should it be considered as such. Any investing runs risk of loss. However, we're seeing a slow and steady trend of higher and higher prices. And I think you'd be wise to watch some more videos, learn a little bit more about it if you're a naysayer, and take some time. I was a naysayer at one time. When I first started stacking, when I first heard about silver and gold, I laughed at a friend of mine. I thought it was the dumbest investment anybody could invest in. And I know some people out there right now are saying, oh, silver and gold's not an investment. It's a safe haven asset, which is a little different than an investment because everything goes up, silver and gold goes up, and everything comes down, silver and gold may come down, but that's not a guarantee that that can play out that way. And that's because the system is manipulated. Needless to say, I was a naysayer at one time, and boy, did I regret it today. Why? I had the opportunity to buy silver at $5 an ounce. I had the opportunity to buy gold at $400 an ounce. I was a naysayer on Bitcoin. I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $400 a Bitcoin. I mean, these are things that I've missed out. And here's the thing. Gold and silver has been around for thousands of years. Do you think gold and silver is going to become obsolete tomorrow? That's the difference between gold and silver and any other investment. And someone can say, well, good stocks, they're safe. You're not going to have any problem with them. That's where the money's at. And maybe that's true, but keep in mind, you're at the risk. You have counterparty risk. Is the books accurate? I mean, how many people remember, darn it, I can't remember the name of the company now. Had to pause the camera for a quick minute so I could think about it. Enron. How many people remember Enron? I mean, they were a great company. They were paying top dollar if you went to work for them. I actually had a friend that went to work for them when I was in the oil industry. Why did he go? He went to go work for him because they promised him huge stock options that he couldn't cash out for 5 years. He didn't care. He said, you know what? I'm willing to wait the 5 years. I'll work almost for free to know that I'm going to be in a better spot in 5 years. Well, 5 years, he only made it 2. And at the end of 2 years, the company went bust. Stuff caught up with him. They cooked the books. And, you know, nobody can catch everything. There are good people out there that, when I say good, that are good and cunning and know how to rig the game. And that's why with safe haven assets, when you've got precious metals, you've got something solid. And here's the thing, silver is the most undervalued asset out of everything. We're not even at the all-time high, and it's 50 years later. Think about that. 50 years, we're still not at the all-time high. If you go by the 2011, which some people will say that was the all-time high. However, by accounting for inflation, I would say that it was not. But it was technically in dollars. We got up to like $50 for silver, But here's the thing. How do you explain an asset? Name one thing that's worth less today than it was in 2011. It's hard to think of something. That's why I say silver has been manipulated. Gold's at an all-time high almost. We're only $100 away, $120 away. So we're up there with gold. But how do you explain silver? I can tell you how they explain it. They short the price, they manipulate it down, and they buy up as much as they can of it, and they hoard it for themselves. And they're going to leave us holding the bag when everything collapses. I'm not going to be that person. Hopefully you guys are going to look into it a little bit more, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, please. It helps me out. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I love to read y'all's comments. If you've got a question about silver or gold, leave it in the comments, and there's a chance I may use it for an upcoming video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.